God, I hate it. We should have picked a different game to play.
You wanted this.
What a nuisance. Why does he insist on interfering? If he only spoke with me to exchange pleasantries, even I could bear it. But now he's sticking his nose into my business just to satisfy his curiosity. Koji is a perfect example of someone who thinks that it's always good to take interest in other people's affairs. He probably thinks that he's doing me a favor by prying into my life. He couldn't be more wrong. If he keeps this up, I might have to find some way to deal with him. Oh shit. Like Saya said, I have to keep my search for Dr. Ogai a secret. Koji could ruin everything. I didn't have time to fully investigate the Ogai residence today. At this rate, it will probably take several days just to go through the study. Didn't believe that I'd find anything to help with the search, but I think there's still a lot to explore. Who knows what I'll discover. The problem is Koji. He knows about the house now. Will he make things difficult? Excuse me. A hair-raising voice calls as I am about to pass through my gate. Suppressing a shudder, I put on a fake smile and turn to face the writhing mass of rotten flesh that is staring at me with bulging eyes. Good evening. Are you just getting home?
Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
No, fuck off, Jehovah's. Yes, I am. Of course. This next door neighbor Suzumi, a middle-aged painter, I think he spends all day at home with his wife while his wife works. I haven't had much contact with him since the accident. Why is he suddenly talking to me now? Have you gotten used to living alone? Yes. Yes, thank you for your help. I know it must be very difficult, but you're still young. You have to try to move on with your life. Yeah. What is this? Did he stop me just to deliver a lecture?
Trying to get some dick?
What?
Is this guy trying to get some dick?
I know, dude. Why are you trying to fuck me? Why is everybody always trying to fuck me, Ronnie? What the fuck?
Every time.
With such a big house, it must be hard to take care of everything by yourself. Yes. Yes, I suppose it is rather difficult. Why not hire a caretaker? Didn't your father have one? I'm still a student. I can't really afford the expense. I see. The flesh beast undulates foully. The flesh beast undulates foully, as though it still has something to say. The sight of it is driving me close to the edge. Even so, don't you think you should at least tend to your yard? I'd be happy to help. No, thank you. I'll manage on my own.
Neighbors are part of the HOA.
Yeah, I swear.
Like, fuck off.
Now I get it. He's worried that the unsightliness of my house might diminish the image of his own. Damn snob. I flash a token smile, then retreat behind the safety of my gate. I can feel Suzumi's eyes boring into my back, all the way to the front door. Well, I want everyone to stay out of my life. I just want to live together with Saya, alone, where no one will ever bother us.
God, angsty teen.
I swear. Suzumi Yosuke sighs in annoyance as he watches a neighbor boy retreat into his house. What's with his attitude? Even while talking, he kept his eyes averted, as if to avoid looking at something repulsive. Has he always been such an unpleasant young man? No, of course not. When his parents were still alive, he had been a normal youth, a little shy but sensitive and caring. It must be the stress of his sad situation. If it continues to build, he might start to develop serious mental problems. Or is it too late already? Yosuke wonders as he gazes wearily at the Sakisaka yard.
He's gonna die. I don't like the neighbor.
Murderer! No.
Alright, you're a power bottom.
Even during dinner, Yosuke can't shake the neighboring house from his mind.
What's wrong, honey? You look like something's bothering you.
You don't sound like you have a vagina, Ronnie. What the fuck was that?
How do you want me to fix it?
I don't know. Cradle your balls.
Cradle my ball.
今日ね、隣の家の息子に会ったよ。
Yeah, I saw the young man from next door today.
お隣のって、ふ
You
みの
don't
りお
sound
兄
like you
ち
have
ゃん
balls. Fuminori?
ああ、庭のこと一言言っておいた。
I just had to say something about his yard.
そうよね。せめてあの匂いだけはどうにかしてもらいたいわよね。
I know. I wish he'd at least do something about that smell.
The stink coming from the Sakisaka house grows worse each day, and the Suzumi family is at its wit's end.
あの草むらの中に死んだ猫でもいるんじゃないかしら。でも住んでいて気づかないのかしらね。あの匂いに。
Could there be a dead cat in his bushes? He must notice the smell coming from his own yard.
まさかとは思うが、生ゴミをそのまま庭に捨てているんじゃあるまいな。
Maybe he's leaving his garbage out there.
そんな、いくらなんでもそこまで。
He wouldn't.
いや、今の様子だとやりかねん。一日中ずっと雨戸を閉め切って何をやってるのかもわからない。どういう暮らしをしているのやら。
No, I wouldn't put it past him. Who knows what he's doing in there all day with the storm shutters closed? What kind of life is he leading?
お兄ちゃん、頭おかしくなっちゃったのかな。
Rip those clackers, Ronnie.
What the fuck did you say to me as a child?
No.
Did he go crazy?
You can't put it like that, Ronnie. We're recording. This is going in, in the video.
I was a child when you said that to me.
こい、ひろみ。そういう言い方はダメよ。
Now, him or Hiromi. You mustn't say things like that.
I thought you were gonna say hemorrhoid.
いや、あれは本当にちょっとどうすぎてる。ひょっとしたら変質狂か何かかもしれんな。
Honestly, with the way things are going, I'm starting to wonder if he's gone paranoid or something.
大丈夫なのそれ。
Will he be alright?
早く自覚して医者にでも行ってもらわんことには、なんともな。
Unless he gets help soon, who knows?
Right.
The fuck?
That's how we teleport.
That's the sound effect. The seconds crawl by, each tick of the clock compounding my agony. When I returned from the Yogai residence, I was greeted by a silent, empty home. Saya had vanished without leaving any clue as to her whereabouts. It isn't rare for her to go for walks at night. I've often gone with her. However, such outings always take place in the middle of the night, when no one is around, and never last for more than 2 hours. Right now it's 5 in the morning. Soon the sky will begin to show the first light of dawn. Even if she left right before I returned, she's still been gone for almost half a day.
She's cheating.
Just fuck, you're cheating on me, Ronnie. What's his name?
His.
What? I can't sleep. I can only wait in anguish. I tried to distract myself by painting my rooms, but I couldn't concentrate on the work. If I had known this would happen, I would have left the Yogai house sooner. I wish I hadn't wasted time on Koji. If Saya doesn't return, the thought makes me want to tear out my hair after it's long absence, the terror of true loneliness is too much to bear. At last,
ただいま
the cowbell chimes and Saya's long-awaited "I'm home" rings out from the bottom of the stairs. As I jumped out of my bed in relief, all of that stress that has built up through the night is released in a wave that threatens to sweep me off my feet.
疲れた。やっぱり往復すると遠いな。
What did you say?
I said I come.
No. Read your fucking line!
Ah, so tired.
Saya sighs as she climbs the stairs.
I knew the trip would be hard.
さや、一体どこに？
Saya, where have you been? Or where have you? Fuck.
Damn.
My question trails off as I notice the thick bundles of paper that she's carrying under her arms. Fuck you.
それは？
-2.
What are those?
文則のカルテとか手術の記録。今日は古巣の病院に行ってきたの。
Your medical charts and surgery records. I went to the hospital today.
Saya drops her bundles on the floor. I thought that was you, Ronnie. I thought that was actually you. I was like, what are you doing?
I was getting in character.
Saya drops her bundles on the floor, sending paper flying everywhere, then pulls her favorite cushion over and collapses into it, stretching luxuriously.
こんな夜中に T 大から歩いて戻ってきたのか。
You walked all the way back from the hospital in the middle of the night?
ごめんね。本当はもっと早く帰れると思ってたんだけど、調べ出したらキリがなくて。
Sorry.
She says, skillfully gathering the scattered papers together.
I meant to come back sooner, but there were so many files to go through.
結局全部持ち出してきちゃった。ああ、重かった。
So I decided to bring everything. It was so heavy.
Maybe it's just the exhaustion, but I'm not understanding a word Saya is saying.
だから、そんなもの持ってきてどうするつもりなんだ？
What are you planning to do with all this?
どうするって、もちろん調べるのよ。うちで時間かけてじっくり。
What do you mean? I'm going to study it, of course.
She replies, holding one MRI photograph after another up to the light.
I'll have plenty of time to go over it here.
うんうん。
At first, I think she's just
何やっ
playing.
てんだか。
Fuck,
これは
bitch.
読んでるかな。あとはそうなんだ。なんだかな。
At first, I think she's just playing around. The occasional mutters of,
Ah, better check this one. Oh, I see. Well, that was silly of them.
and the like as she, and what the fuck? And the like as she separates photos into a growing pile beside her make me think that this might not be a joke after all.
君、わかるのか？こういうの。
Do you understand this stuff?
パパにいろいろと教わったから。なるほどね。そういうこと。
You're a medical student. You should read something, you know?
Yeah.
I learned a lot from Dad.
She flashes me a grin, then returns to the papers.
So that's how it is.
What the fuck?
これじゃいつまで経っても直せないよね。
She's a nerd, so.
No wonder it couldn't be fixed.
Is that you gripping your balls down your throat?
Yeah, that's what my hands are made for.
直せないのか？
It can't?
人間のお医者さんじゃね。
Not by a human doctor.
I can't tell if she's being serious.
私でもまだちょっと難しいかな。いろいろと試してからでないと。
Even for me, it'll be pretty tough. It'll probably be tough.
She says offhandedly, even as her hands continue to shuffle papers.
I'll have to experiment first.
Watching more closely, I realize that her eyes are scanning each page rapidly, so rapidly, in fact, that I was unable to notice it at first. Could Saya actually be reading my charts?
なあさや。
Hey, Saya.
Yeah?
She answers coolly, looking up from the charts.
今日はもう疲れたし、寝ないか？
I'm tired. Let's go to bed.
文則がそうしたいならそうする。
Sure. If that's what you want to do.
Saya replies with a grin.
If that's what you want to do. Fuck.
That's okay, it's okay. Saya tosses aside the papers she was sorting, then leaps on me and begins to tear off my clothes. Ronnie!
Hey, yo!
Ryan!
What the fuck am I doing?
Reading charts makes you horny?
It's my weakness.
おい、
Hey.
ねえ、寝る前に一回だけ。
Come on.
いいでしょ？
Come on. Just once before bed. Okay?
Maybe we're getting smutty, Ronnie. This is where I'm gonna have to use the pixels.
I'm gonna have to move my mic closer.
こう毎日続けてちゃ体に毒じゃないのか？
Dude, we're fucking every day,
What the
Ronnie.
fuck?
I get pussy every day, Ronnie.
I
Hey,
give up pussy every
yeah, it says a lot about you, Ronnie, doesn't it?
Yeah. If I was a girl, I'd let the homies hit.
Nice.
Shut the fuck up. What the fuck?
Hey, Saya, don't you think it's unhealthy to be doing this every day?
え、文則、どこか具合が悪いの？
Huh? Are you sick?
Yeah, it's a little too tight.
いや、僕は別にちゃんと
Oh,
大人の体になってるし。
I'm a child.
でもさやはまだ。
I'm just stretching you the fuck out, Ronnie. Oh god, I hope my wife doesn't watch these. No, not me. My body is all grown up, but you're...
平気だよ。
Don't worry.
She laughs playfully as she pushes me onto the bed, the familiar sweet sensation of her weight and skin rendering me helpless.
平気なわけないだろ。今まで否認もしてないってのに。
No, you're letting me hit raw, Ronnie.
God damn, bro.
Raw! But I
I
am
feel
worried.
gross.
What?
I feel gross.
Yeah, you're pretty gross, Ronnie. You're
I
disgusting.
need a shower.
But I am worried. We haven't used any contraception.
文則はさ、さやに子供産ませるの嫌？
Minori,
She whispers, staring straight into my eyes.
you don't want me to have in your children?
I really don't like how you're saying that right in my ear.
I'm looking at your profile picture too.
Oh no! On the Discord or whatever, my Instagram.
Oh, I should pull up your Instagram.
No! How can I respond to that?
いやも何も。さやみたいに小さい体じゃ無理だって。母体の負担ってのは大変なんだぞ。
It's not that. Your body is too small. Pregnancy is a serious burden, you know.
We're getting into a kink.
文則が心配してることって割と的外れなんだけど。
Good?
Yeah.
That's not really something you have to worry about.
Saya seems unsure how to reply, but not because she doesn't understand what I said. Rather, the bemused look on her face makes it seem as though I'm the one not getting it.
でもそれって文則がさやのことを大事に思ってくれてるからなんだよね。うん、それはそれで嬉しい。
I know you're just thinking of me.
She says suddenly, her smile glowing with innocence.
So I'm happy.
Ugh.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Read it.
Read it. By the time I break the spell of her angelic smile, Saya has undone my belt and is removing my pants.
なおい、だからさや。
Come on, Saya.
大丈夫。じゃあ今夜は文則が心配しないような方法でしてあげる。
Relax.
She says teasingly.
Tonight I'll do it so you don't have to worry.
Can you get away from your mic, please?
Fuck no. This is I'm living this up right now.
You're immersive. As she finishes, she looks up at me, smiling like she just pulled the greatest prank of her life.
それだったら
You don't make me finish.
心配ないでしょ
See? You don't have to worry if I do it like this.
いや、まあ。
Oh, well, what am I supposed to say to that?
ねえダメだったこういうのだと気持ちよくない
Hey, was it bad? It didn't feel good?
No, that shit was tighter than a fucking nun's ass.
This girl.
Hearing the sudden nervousness inside his voice, I hastily stammered.
そんなことない。十分に良かった。
Of course it felt good,
でもさや、何もあんなもの飲み込まなくたって。
but Saya, you didn't have to do that.
The fuck did I do?
あれはさやにちょうだいよ
What? But I want it.
Oh god.
Clip that.
No. Xbox record that. Dude, well, at least they're not showing like a picture of like nudity. That'd be really weird.
Yeah, the next frame is gonna be nudity.
Suddenly distraught, Saya clings to me like a child who's just had her candy stolen.
文則のは一滴だって残さずに欲しい
Say it,
さや
Roddy.
の中に出してほしいの
I want you inside of me.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it. We should have picked a different game to play.
You wanted this.
中に
I also said of.
Inside you. Society really doesn't want. Society really does want to bury my child. Roddy aside. I'm not averse to the idea. I still think it might be too early, of course, but there isn't much point in worrying about my reputation now. Assuming that Saya and I would be left alone, I even welcome it.
文則は嫌
You don't like it?
God. She gazes up at me pleadingly. How can I resist?
嫌なんかじゃないさ。さやさえそれでいいのなら、僕だって。
I do like it. As long as you're okay with it, so am I. Saya smiles with relief and burrows contentedly into my chest.
文則大好き
I love you, Fuminori.
She purrs softly. You didn't have to purr, Ronnie. With her body draped over mine, I became even more aware of how light and delicate she is. Can this tiny girl and I really live as husband and wife? I feel a pinch of self-loathing at the question. How can I still be afraid after all that's happened? Saya's feelings are so earnest. How can I not accept them? I need to resolve once and for all to rid myself of the useless trappings of morality. Dude, fuck morals, fuck morals!
Yeah, she's only 13.
God, what kind of man am I, Ronnie?
Sick fuck.
Saya and I are all... Saya and I are all that matters. There's no point in worrying about what others think anymore. Although I suppose I should still talk to Saya's guardian, of course. I need to find Dr. Ogai as soon as possible.
I've been fucking your daughter who's underage.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
Cool. She liked it. I mean,
It's pretty chill. By the time I drift to sleep in exhaustion's comforting embrace, all doubts about Saya's actions have vanished from my mind. Whatever the case, all that matters is that she returned to me. Two o'clock for Suzumi Yosuke. This is the most fulfilling time of the day. After seeing his wife and daughter off taking care of the morning chores and eating a leisurely lunch, it's finally time to sit down at his easel. He's not a particularly popular painter, and he would only hold an exhibition if he were hurting for money. However, the design work he does on the side ensures that there's always enough to support his lifestyle. Alongside the salary his wife earns working for a magazine, they're able to pay their mortgage, send their daughter to school, and still have plenty left over. Yosuke's life is perfect, leisurely, and absent of want. He loves his house, considering it the symbol of his success. When he mows the lawn, polishes the windows and floors, and cleans the kitchen, toilet, and bath, he feels the same joy as he does when washing his own body. Dude, he's a house husband. Dog
Hell
goals,
yeah.
Ronnie.
Should have been me.
Just as he knows the length of his fingernails and the time since his last meal, he also knows everything about his home's condition. The status of every door, the freshness of every flower, the amount of ice in the ice tray, every last detail. This is his pride, and when he sits in his studio, smelling the turpentine and knowing that each element of his house is in perfect order, he feels the ultimate satisfaction.
Think high.
While trying to find the right combination of paints on his palette, he suddenly feels thirsty, but soon remembers that there isn't much orange juice left in the refrigerator. In fact, it's also about time to stock up on bath additive and powdered soap. He can get everything at the supermarket when he goes to shop for dinner, but it would probably be quite heavy. Oh.
Nice store.
Now then, where should I leave off to go shopping? As he ponders his dilemma, he heads downstairs to the kitchen. Just then, a breath of air tickles the back of his neck, bringing him to a halt in the middle of the hallway. A breeze? Impossible. Every window in the house is closed. Yosuke shut them himself during his morning cleaning.
Slime.
Yosuke enters the living room, searching for the source of the breeze. Something stinks. It's the same pungent smell of fetid swampland that emanates from the Sakisaka house. The window facing the yard next door is open, its curtains billowing loosely in the gentle breeze. There's a hole in the glass next to the lock. It looks strange, like it was melted by some chemical instead of broken. Someone must have reached through the hole to unlock the window. Yosuke stands paralyzed, his heart pounding with anger and fear. He listens carefully, but hears nothing. Perhaps the intruder has already finished his business and left, but a burglar wouldn't have left the room untouched, would he? Maybe he heard Yosuke coming and hid somewhere nearby. Yosuke realizes that his still wet palette knife is in his right hand. He must have forgotten to put it aside before going downstairs. He stares numbly at the knife for a moment, then decides that it's not enough protection. Instead, he grabs the ashtray sitting on top of the table, made of thick solid glass. It is big and heavy enough to serve as a weapon. The home that he thought of as part of himself now seems utterly alien. Keenly aware of the thumping of his heart, Yosuke looks around the living room and sees little that could be used as a hiding place. The intruder must have gone either to the guest room or through the dining room to the kitchen. The kitchen is close to the stairs. If there had been movement, Yosuke would have noticed it when he came down, which means that the guest room is the most likely place. He shuffles over to the guest room door and prepares to slide it open. But what is that stench? Could the breeze alone carry something so foul? It's as if the door is coming from inside the room. Oh, it's as if the odor is coming from inside the room. Fuck.
Mixed up some of the letters, but it's okay.
Yeah. He readies his ashtray and throws open the door. The straw-matted Japanese-style room is empty. There's a closet, but no one can fit in there. So the intruder has already left. Yosuke relaxes, the exhaustion of sudden relief coming over him. And that is when something seizes his ankle.
Got slimed.
The instant he freezes in shock, his leg is yanked out from under him, sending him crashing to the floor, stars exploding behind his eyes as his head smacks against the door rail. The hand, if it can even be called that, wrapped around Yosuke's ankle extends all the way back to beneath the living room sofa. There are barely 5 centimeters between the sofa and the floor, whatever is hiding there. It can't possibly be human.
Oh!
Before the screaming Yosuke can regain his footing, countless hand-like appendages seize his arms and legs, rendering him helpless.
Mom, Daryl, don't be scared.
As the hideous voice burbles in his ears, something cold and soft crawls atop of him. Yosuke can't even scream. His terror is so great.
It won't hurt. Don't be scared. It won't hurt.
Thin, tube-like appendages penetrate his ears and nose, wriggling deep into his skull. Right before the sensation drives him mad, Yosuke loses consciousness.